Y'all know what time it is, right? I have a pesky 9 to 5 day job, so I was at work when the Snyder Cut teaser dropped, so I missed a lot of it. Damn day job. But anyways, I can watch it now with you, so let's do it.
The bell's already been rung,
Very dramatic.
and they've heard it. Out in the dark, among the stars.
Ooh.
And now, the god is dead.
Now, what's interesting when that starts is we hear Jesse Eisenberg's Lex Luthor's voiceover as, well, I guess throughout the whole thing, he's giving his voiceover of that line he said to Batman at the end of BVS. I guess edited over all this stuff. So this is not from the actual, I don't think this is from Zack Snyder's Justice League. They're just editing stuff together for this clip. And it's very good, very dramatic and foreboding. I was monitoring the Twitter sphere when this dropped yesterday. Darkseid was the term that was trending. Befitting. Such a great character, such an awesome cosmic villain. But this got a lot of chatter, and there were a lot of people saying they automatically think, just from this little snippet here, this like 30-second teaser, they think this 30 seconds is better to them than the entire like 2 hours of Justice League. Hyperbole, but you know, for some people that's true. There were some people I saw like on Facebook who were like, meh, they weren't that into this. But a lot of people actually were into this. They were like, this is intriguing. I liked seeing... obviously, the only member of the Justice League we see in this clip is Wonder Woman, looking fabulous. Gal Gadot looks really great, you know, when she has her model makeup stuff on. Very strikingly beautiful woman. She looks strikingly beautiful here. But what's interesting is the job she has in the DCEU, Wonder Woman, is working with antiquities, right? Antiques, museums, that sort of thing. So it's fitting that I guess if she's the one who was the first to discover, you know, all this ancient stuff about Darkseid, it makes sense because, you know, that's the job that she has. And she's also very concerned with ancient cultures anyway, you know. Wonder Woman in the movies and in the comics is very big on, like, you know, her culture, ancient Greek history, family, history, ancestry. She's all about that. And, you know, world history, world cultures. So, very cool how the movie is reflecting the comic book character. Because in the comics, Wonder Woman is all about that. So it makes a lot of sense. Now, what I think is cool is, I guess on that wall, I assume the writing is Greek. I'm a stereotypical American who doesn't know that much about other languages, but I think that's supposed to be Greek writing. At the top, in the center though, looks like a drawing of an illustration of a mother box. And it's not just static, I think it's pulsing the same way it was in BVS when I'm Cyborg, right? When they showed that clip when his father was with him and he was a quadriplegic, but then the mother box started pulsing and then all this energy and machinery started fusing with Cyborg's body. So I don't think if that's a picture of an illustration of a mother box, I think it's supposed to be the mother box pulsating, you know, being active. The way it was in that scene with Cyborg in BVS. And then that's a picture of Darkseid, and I think that's his name written on the side of him, of his head. There he is with his helmet on. And then it goes later in the clip where we see him, and I think this is, Zack Snyder put stuff like stills of this in black and white earlier. I don't know, like he's been leaking a lot of stills of Justice League a while, and this is one of them. I think I read online, maybe spoilers, that in the beginning of the movie, it's going to show Darkseid, I guess, earlier in his supervillain career, before he becomes full-fledged Darkseid. It's him as Uxas, or Uxas. I know what his real name is, I'm just not sure how to pronounce it. I think this is supposed to be him either as that, or maybe he's already Darkseid just without his helmet on. Because, you know, Darkseid, he's allowed to change clothes. But I think that's what this is. They're going to go or start touching on his origin or some early battle he had in the beginning of the movie. And I think that's where this is from. What's interesting though, and people were talking about this on Twitter, is Wonder Woman looks scared or worried here. Um, when she finds out, we don't know what the context of the scene is. You know, things are edited in a certain way sometimes for teasers and trailers, which are not reflective of what actually transpires in the movie. But the way it's edited here is like she's scared or worried by learning about Darkseid or seeing all this stuff about him in this ancient tomb or whatever artifact she's at. And it's a contrast because, you know, in her own movie, and even when she was fighting Doomsday, and Doomsday was like, I think, too powerful for her to stop, but Wonder Woman seemed a lot more confident in, you know, when she was fighting Ares and when she was fighting Doomsday. She never really seemed scared. Well, I don't know. She just seemed like more like she was getting ready to handle business. But here, she looks afraid of Darkseid, you know, or of what his arrival means. But she wasn't scared when she was fighting Doomsday, who was pretty powerful, and she wasn't that scared, at least not eventually, when she fought Ares, who was, you know, kind of a surprise and more powerful than she was, at least at the start of their fight. But she's afraid of Darkseid, so, they're making him seem like the big threat he is, and that's good. Darkseid is a great character. He's like a cosmic tyrant space god, one of DC's most well-known cosmic villains and most formidable. He should be portrayed that way in his very first live-action appearance, right? I don't really like villains. I think the villain who's going to be a problem for the Justice League, you know, most of DC's strongest heroes, should be a formidable opponent. You know, shouldn't just be someone that they could just beat up easily. Darkseid should be a major threat, and I like that Zack Snyder seems to be. I'm making an assumption here, but it looks like he's presenting Darkseid as the threat he is and should be. I don't like a weakling Darkseid. That's not, well, Darkseid is weak pretty often in the comics lately, but he shouldn't be. But yeah, I like it. I like the music choices. I like all of this here. And, you know, I'm down. But you know me, I was down for the Snyder Cut. I'm down for most things DC as it is anyway, because I'm a fanboy. But, great teaser. I can't wait to see more. They're ramping up the marketing because they got to start the hype train, right? I guess leading up to DC Fandom in August. And maybe they're going to keep doing this all up until the Snyder Cut is actually released next year. But if they're going to be leaking stuff consistently between now and next summer, I hope they don't, like, leak the whole movie in their efforts to actually get us, you know, tease us so we don't have to see the movie anymore. But I don't know. I have faith that Warner Brothers knows what they're doing in this case. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like it on YouTube and subscribe to the channel because I appreciate your viewership, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.